Congo, I didn't hit a growth spurt yet. I'm short. Said the guy who's like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, he's 6'3".
Azure just looks up like, you're short. It says the 5'8" kangaroo on us.
Well, in terms of every other guy in my family, I'm on the short end of the
Oh, you want to
stick.
feel short? Well, just give me a second. You'll feel short. So,
That's what's
hey,
on my
Millie,
kneecaps,
you notice
Coco.
Titania walks in. It's just like, busy day. I could really use. Oh, hey, Millie. Azure, you get a good look at this woman. She's 9'1".
Good gracious.
Azure.exe has stopped responding.
Good gracious. My, you're a tall one.
Titania's eyes start twitching. It's just like, yes, people tell me that.
I was like, after I say that, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it that way.
Titania's just like, it's fine. I know it's hard for people not to comment on it. I'm somewhat used to it. It's just like, it gets kind of hard when that's literally every conversation starter with you, you know?
Understandable.
All right, let me get her name tag on. Boop. There we go. Yeah, I remember name tags are a thing I can do. Well, you probably found out Vital's been called off, so I just figured I'd maybe go out for a jog and get something to drink. Bianca's just like, hang on, I'm gonna give Azure a hand. Azure, you see her break out some dust, but in your experience, you've never seen teal-colored dust before.
That's new.
She crushes a file of it, just throws it over your hand, and suddenly your hand's not hurting anymore.
I look back at my hand, back at Bianca, back at my head. What is this sorcery?
Ebony
What,
just
dust
smirks and is
heals?
just like, Bianca here, she's a bit of a dust crafter. She's made several new types of dust.
Really now?
Bianca's just like, yep. She just sort of like she just sort of like pulls up like the sort of scarf thing wrapped around her waist, and there's like files of different colored dust. Like you see like an indigo colored one, like a canary orange one, a frickin' like ghastly green one. Like it's ridiculous.
Yep, believe it or not, this cutie's a genius.
Bianca's face just gets completely red. Just like, oh, shut up, Congo. You're making me blush.
You like it, you know it.
Yeah, you're right.
Hmm.
And Angie gets up from her seat. It's just like, hey, Lilac, we got time to kill. You wanna hit up the dance floor? Ebony's
Sure,
just like, don't worry, I'll come with you and make an ass out of myself as well.
I would have preferred it if Dakota were here to watch me make an idiot of myself. So yeah, sure, why
Marilyn
not?
runs ahead of you guys like, yay, dancing!
I think I'll just stay here. I can't dance, I can't talk. The only thing about me is the way I walk.
Olive's just like, you know what? I won't let the ladies go alone. I got this.
Like, I had to name drop that. I have to drop some Genesis lyrics in there.
Understandable. Whew.
This reminds me, I need to do my pre-show video when we're done here.
Satana will take a seat on the steps so that she looks a little shorter. She'll look over at Azure. It's just like, for the record, every day I wake up, it's sort of like a coin toss how well I deal with how tall I am. That's how my semblance works. Some days I'll wake up and have the nimbleness of a gymnast. Other days, I'm practically immobile. It's literally just how I wake up.
Ouch.
It kind of sucks sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine being your height. No offense.
Believe me, Congal, no, none taken. It's fine.
Yeah, I still got my spurt ahead of me, so can't wait for that.
Bianca's just like, now then, Jack, if you don't mind me asking, yeah, what's up, Bianca? How have things been going with Marvin? Because I know he's filling in for your teams. It's like, Marvin's been doing great. Guy's really capable, especially with that arm brace on him. It's like he's a better fighter than apparently he even used to be. It's like Bianca's like, yep, that arm brace Peter made for him is really upped Marvin's game.
Hmm.
And just like Bianca's just like, oh, so I guess there's another thing we gotta work out with Azure here. So Azure, if you don't mind me asking, uh, when you came here, did you happen to, by any chance, bump into Ruby Rose? Uh, Azure,
The reason why
roll me a detection.
Okay, so it's
So that'd be a
detection.
2d10 plus 6. Your detection's 6.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was wanting to know. So 2d10 plus 6?
2d10 plus 6. You think for a moment, and you do recall that you swear you saw, when you were heading down the club, you swear on the other side of the road you saw Ruby goddamn Rose walking down the street.
I don't know if it was her or not. I could have sworn I saw her when I was coming to this club.
Black hair, red with red highlights, red cape.
Yeah, black
That
hair, red highlights,
that
red
was
cape.
Ruby Rose, or at least her body.
What?
How much do you know about the fall of Beacon and the years that Remnant had to deal with Salem?
I know there was several prospective hunters that were lost, like Pierre Nichols, name one.
Yeah. Well, good news. And I say good news with as much sarcasm as I can muster. That Ruby Rose you saw walking around, it is Ruby Rose, but she's being piloted by Salem. Salem
Oh,
possessed her body, and now she's walking around as Ruby Rose.
oh that. Oh,
What?
oh.
What? You hear someone say? You look over and oh, Ming's over here, and she overheard that, and oh god, she just looks heartbroken now. What? I I Jack's just like, Mills, please do something. Please comfort her quickly.
I think she needed. I, I think she needed a cool down hug.
Bianca's just like, Ming over there she's a very, very big fan of Ruby Rose. As you can see, she points at her weapon. She even modeled her weapon after her. So this has got to be devastating for her.
it's like I can understand. What I can understand is like my family were boxers for most of their. Well, my family comes at least the most of the men's side of my family, the male side of my family, tend to be boxers back home. I I learned it when my semblance activate when my aura activated. I felt I needed to take it somewhere. I needed to do something about it. Kind of why I basically just did. I heard did I well I look at Miltra. No offense, I heard about Zalong's fighting style. I kind of modified a similar setup, similar punching gauntlets, kind of a honor, homage to her.
Hmm, interesting. And if you don't mind me asking, I think I noticed you using your semblance when you punched Marilyn over there. How exactly does it work? Don't worry, it's a fair trade. Tell me how yours works, and I'll tell you how mine works.
Well, how have I, how I, well, at least I call it the sweet science because, well, I use it along with my boxing. It's basically, as I move, I can gain the kinetic, my punch, either I could channel my semblance to amplify my kinetic force from my punches, or some cases I could actually use it to increase my mobility as a jump.
Huh. Interesting. That's kind of funny because that's in a similar vein to how mine works. So Jack is going to quickly pop her semblance. So let me just put up an aura right quick. Um, I don't remember if this works without the things yet. Hang on a second. Let me see. Aura 1. Okay, it does. Alright, so she pops. You see this, like, sort of, like, light tealish blue aura just extend to, like, half of the nightclub.
Oh, wow.
So, how mine works is I absorb kinetic energy and then I can throw it into my punches. So, basically, mate, I'm basically a hard counter to you.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. Oof. That yeah. You're gonna be a pain to go against if we ever do have to fight.
Peyton's just like, yeah, not gonna lie, wasn't looking forward to potentially facing her in the Vital Festival.
Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to finding either. Don't think I was too good with the team my team was facing.
Peyton will walk over just like, to explain Azure, Congo wasn't originally part of our team. Latin name Marvin Pines was, he got injured on a mission and was sort of out of commission for a while, so Congo here came in and filled in. Marvin's fine now, but we didn't want to kick Congo off the team. He's a good lad.
That's what they tell me, at least.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, we probably could combo off each other.
That's also a good combo.
That's kind of a scary combo.
Jack's just like, now to be
Ooh.
fair, I can't absorb too much because one time I absorbed a freakish amount of it, and after I threw a punch using all of it, I literally, basically turned almost every bone in my body to almost dust.
Oh
Hmm.
god,
I,
jeez.
I was bedridden,
Deku.
and I was bedridden on a diet of nothing but painkillers for at least 2 weeks.
Ah, you pulled what I call back home a Deku.
Yeah, that's that. I don't know why, but that sounds about right. Yep.
Okay, so don't hit the sauce hard. Got it.
Don't hit the
Mm.
sauce. Anyway, on the dance floor, it's just like, let's see how good you guys are dancing. Lilac, you go first. Let's get this out of the way.
Oh no.
Listen, you did fine at the dance. You'll be fine. Besides, you're just around friends. You don't gotta worry, even if you embarrass yourself.
Mm.
Wait, what did your teams do a choreographed dance?
You don't trip over. It's not the most graceful. That you know what? It's
Hmm.
it's lingering booze, but you don't trip over yourself.
Yeah, I blame it on the alcohol. This is
Okay, so next up, let's do Angie. And Angie's performance is 11.
mm,
Jesus,
oh
Angie.
man, tearing it up.
Do 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 do.
Oh, great. She did the Fortnite dance.
Ming's just Ming after crying for a while, it's just like, yeah, that sounds great, and just flies over to the dance floor. It's just like, well, good to see she's feeling better.
Oh, that's a heck of a 180 there.
Okay, so let's see. Next up, let's do Ebony. Ebony, your performance is a grand total of 6.
6.
6?
Not exactly the most gracious at all.
No,
Like,
but
yeah,
it's
no,
it's it's passable.
she's probably not trying that much because she'd try a lot more if Peyton were here.
Peyton's watching. It's just like, you know what? I'll
Peyton's
make an ass of
watching.
myself for you, babe.
I was gonna say Peyton's watching and she's judging.
All right, Peyton gonna make an ass for herself. I can't wait till Peyton rolls higher. I
Oh,
cannot wait until Peyton. Okay, well she almost matched her. It's fine.
mm.
Okay, now let's see. What about you, Arlo? What actually is your performance? Arlo's performance is, oh wow, Arlo, your performance is 10. I forgot it was that high. Good lord.
He does the Thriller.
Yep, he just busts out a Michael Jackson Thriller.
Now all of them are going to join and do the JoJo's Part 5 torture dance.
uh, I would, but I don't know what that looks like. I'm not at part 5 yet.
Now,
I'm still back at the second part of part 3. Anyway,
let's see.
now what about Ming? What is Ming's? Let me see.
Oh, Millie fucking also going. Uh,
Don't worry,
I,
Lilac. You didn't trip over your feet, and you have an excuse anyway.
I have the drink, and I don't really care since Dakota's not here.
Let me see.
I'm just,
Team.
you know.
Ming's performance, I should just have all these sheets up, is a 7. All right, she's on paper, she's fine. Oh, yeah, Ming's good. And that just leaves Marilyn. Now, don't feel bad about this because, hang on a second. Marilyn, what's your performance at? Don't feel bad about this, Lilac, because she has a resounding 25 in performance.
Heck yeah.
All right. So, how does this go? How does this go with Marilyn? Oh, good lord.
Mm,
Marilyn's just schooling all of you.
I'm gonna go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, there are benches like right over here, so you don't gotta walk far to sit down.
Uh, uh,
Peyton eventually will join. He's just like, come on. It's just like, hang on a second. Peyton just sort of like whips up like a seltzer water for you. He's just like, here, this will help sober you up.
thanks. Thanks. Oh, I'm gonna be feeling this in the morning. Oh dear. How much longer are we here for again?
You check. Sunrise is usually around like 7, 8 a.m. It's like 3 in the morning right now.
Oh my goodness. Wait, we're here. This is a graveyard shift.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Azure will probably even pull up his scroll and show that. Yep, it's a graveyard shift for this one.
Yeah.
Mm.
At this point, he's like,
Now,
yeah. He actually now moves over here. Uh,
Peyton's just
wishing
like,
that
you
one
know
now.
what? Since we're here so long, Lilac, you're finally gonna teach me better dust use. Just like, hang on a second, I'll give you a hand. She claps your ears, not too hard. She's not gonna like ruin your hearing, but it's just like to help with the sobering up. It's like clap.
Ah, okay. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, so that's what those guys are gonna
So,
do. In the
what do you
means,
want to learn? What do you want to learn particularly?
I mean, you're the master of being creative with your dust. Teach me how to be creative with mine. Actually, Peyton had. Let me see, Peyton. You have Let me see. What did team? Da 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 da. Peyton has red dust and oh, she has a slot for another dust color I can give her later. Okay, so mainly right now she just has red. It's like I feel like I can do more with this red dust. Teach me.
Hmm. Let me try something.
Titania's just like oh, all right. Titania, what's your
Hmm.
what's your thing?
See, if I
I
were
don't
to.
think I did the thing for her today. Uh,
Hmm.
Gygus, but we'll just say it's the base level.
Hmm. Lilac is just kind of tinkering with her gun. Let's see.
Okay, so 2d10 plus 8 for Titania.
Let's see.
It's passable. It's understandable. She's not quite used to dancing at being 9 feet goddamn tall.
Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna try one thing.
you all talked me into it.
Azure.
Now watch this be Snake Eyes.
Nat two, nat two, nat two.
Nat two. Oh, well, that's pretty good.
That's actually more than respectable. I would actually call that good.
Anyway, so let's see. If I heat up the dust canister here. Oh, I'm feeling some something heavy coming out of this red dust. Where's the target?
Uh, Milton just is just like, you can use the dartboards over there. It's fine by me.
Well, if what I think is gonna happen's happening, you're gonna need to buy a new one.
Becky's just
I'll
like,
put.
don't worry, I'll pay for it.
Okay. So all right, never mind. So you can see the gun is
Never
kind
mind.
of
Time to destroy the whole club.
a
Oh
little bit
god.
on the closer to the volatile side because she's heating up the red dust, which already is fire and stuff. So rather than shooting out a normal laser round from her laser rifle, she shoots out like a entire freaking fireball because of the
I'm just
charge in
imagining
it.
Lilac has her weapon and she's just charging it up like the laser pistol from Halo. It's like,
And
Yeah, that's kind of how I was picturing it too.
yep, that was basically it.
all right. So
And
I imagine from that's just gonna be a charge attack. So
yeah, it's a charge shot. It's just a big old fireball.
okay. So let me remember what your current thing is. I have 8 million sheets up here. I'll find the right one eventually. There it is. Okay, so your range is at 10, so this will be a 15. Okay.
All right, and just shoot.
Goes a little bit to the left, but it still hits the target pretty solidly.
Mm. Oh, okay. Even leaves even doesn't leave too much residual flame. Only burned out a little bit of the left hand side of it. Didn't quite get a bullseye though, but hey.
Ooh, I see what you're doing. Let me try. Peyton
Go
loads
ahead.
up some red dust, puts on her railgun. Bianca's just like, everyone hold on to your butts.
Oh no.
Like, Azure, you could see, she takes out a sledgehammer, which was her melee weapon, and turns it into this big fuck-off railgun.
I see this Indy badly. He says this aloud.
Angie's just like, hey, Lilac, do you think to just be safe, you should order me to body block for Azure here?
Yeah, go ahead. Keep him covered if
Okay,
need
so
be.
if she has to body block for you, shit's good. All right, Peyton charges up. Peyton, what is your range at? Oh right, it's still 5. Well, actually, it's a charge attack, so it'll
Uh-oh.
be 10. So it won't be too bad. Won't be too. Actually, it's pretty good.
Good
Ooh.
God.
Yeah. That gets pretty much a bullseye.
Nice, nice.
Kind of punches a
Hmm.
hole in the wall as well. It's just like, oh, shit. Becky's
No
just like,
problem.
it's fine. It would literally be peanuts for me to pay to get that replaced. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Let's see.
Yay,
So,
no repercussions because we have a rich friend. And Comco and Mike are probably just like, are we a joke to you?
Look,
mean,
I know
I
my allowance is only 10K, but come on.
look, and here I was thinking my 100K allowance was hot shit. My
And here I am getting the job that's worth 10 mil.
And here I am getting
yeah,
paid a good amount of money when usually I'm just paid in a sandwich.
Yep.
I don't think you're gonna expect to get these types of jobs very frequently.
Oh no,
And
no,
this is a job that'll set you for life.
pretty much. And honestly, out of game, that explains my wealth of 4 on my sheet. Holy
Yeah,
crap, that does.
you're like kind of below average for money, and yet you just got paid 2 million yen, and there's another 8 coming your way. So yeah, you're pretty much set.
You're
Yeah.
set. Don't worry.
I mean, unless
What
you're
the?
Ric Flair, but I don't think you're that bad financially.
No, I'm not. No.
Let's
If
see.
anything, part of that's going to probably
Wait,
sit home.
wait, Peyton. Do you mind if I use you as a target for something? Anyways, your semblance is all about heat anyway, so you should probably be able to take it.
Yeah, and you know what? Think of this as an apology for the time I never mind. We don't need to bring that up.
What is it?
The time I accidentally burned your shirt off at that concession stand with just everybody watching. That was my bad.
Oh, right.
Wait, what? Details?
Sorry, I can't hear you. Going into the tunnel. You're breaking up.
Okay, come back here, Peyton. Lilac, you'll notice Lilac is infused red dust into her hands because she's now using her semblance. Pulls them
Oh.
together, and she's gonna do a fucking laser Hadouken on her ass.
Hadouken!
Hadouken!
All right. I'm definitely gonna. What do I get you to roll for this?
I'm just like, you know what? Laser Hadouken, let's go. Let's
You know
fucking
what?
go.
I'm gonna say this is. Let me pull up the cheat sheet. I'm gonna say this is a semblance roll. Because that's the best I can work with. Give me a. Hang on a second. What are your stats at? Uh, I'm very organized. It's like I have 8 million sheets open. Leave me alone.
Don't worry about it.
um. Discipline. So That you give me a complex sevens roll, so that's gonna be a plus
Will
12.
it? Yeah, it was plus 12. That should be a very
Hadouken!
hopefully be a good. I'm blue. It's a blue flame, Hadouken. It's a blue.
You're blue now.
It's literally blue flame.
Oh, great. She's used the super move.
Peyton quickly puts on her summons, and she just stands there taking it, just like fireball. Yum.
See, that's why I chose you to test that on. I'm liking the results of that. This is something I'm definitely going to use more often.
You then notice Dagmar's running up and down the bar. It's just like, oh Lord, have mercy! My tail's on fire! My tail's on fire!
Does any someone have any water?
Dagmar jumps over the bar and just dunks her ass in a bucket of ice water. It's like, ah, thank God.
Becky, this one,
It's a good thing I didn't order my drink yet.
Becky, this one was my fault, so I'm gonna pay. Here, Melta. Here's a tip for that water.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. We've had worse happen.
Mm.
I'm
See,
really sorry for my.
I've wanted to test that move for a while, but the only person I had to test it on was Dakota. I don't want to burn his fur.
You just hear Marilyn say from the dance floor, "Yeah, he's so fluffy."
Yes, he is. I don't want. Yes, he's my fluffy boy.
Peyton's just like, Lilac, Marilyn's the last person that would try to cuck you.
Look, all I'm doing, I'm just saying that he's my fluffy boy. Is that a problem? Am I not allowed to like fluffy things?
No, that's perfectly fine, because I like very slithery things, if you know what I'm getting at, Wiggles eyebrows.
Go find like a closet or something. And
I already checked, there aren't any closets. Jack's just like halfway through Jenkins is like, you know what? I'm not gonna ask.
look, I just want to go
Milta's just
back.
like, oh, it's fine, Comgol. Don't worry about it. Dagmar hops back over the stall after her ass stops being on fire. So it's like, oh, thank God, sweet relief.
Who
Yeah,
the fuck is
I was okay. I don't need water.
Milt is just like, don't worry, that doesn't go in the drinks. We literally have buckets of those for just such an occasion. It's just what happened.
You really do
Convenient.
take care of everything. Well, Peyton, if you need anything else, I'll just let me know.
Thanks, Lilac.
All right. I don't want to call. I want to call him, but he's probably still sleeping. Damn it.
Dagmar, I need to ask you something.
Yeah, what's up, Congo?
What do you think of Bianca?
She's a nice girl. It's just like, she's your girlfriend, ain't she?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm actually legitimately happy for you, Congo. Just like, I just worry about, how she's gonna take this.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, to be fair, I trust her more than I trust your older sisters.
I mean, I about trust them as far as I could throw them.
And I'm pretty sure you can't get any distance on anything, so.
Look, all the muscle went to Andre. I'm sorry.
This section is just slowly becoming Comgol. Bury me softly.
Yeah, the thing is, I know I'm happy being with her, but what if the person that I was ranked with is just a normal person and I'm just breaking someone's heart?
Congo, I'll be honest. If I were in her position, I would honestly realize this situation was shitty for both of us, and I'd just be happy that you're happy.
I guess. It's just confusing.
Yeah, listen, don't worry about it. Besides, I think she might be coming along with her family, so if nothing else, you two can get this worked out. And don't worry, I'm sure people like me and Foonf and Ak will be there with you to make it easier. And maybe Andre, are you two cool now?
Yeah, we're fine
Alright,
now.
Andre will probably be there as well then.
I'm just worried that the worst case scenarios will happen.
Dagmar's just like, Congo, don't. It'll be fine. Besides, you have plenty of capable friends here. In fact, I'm pretty sure you just made a new capable friend as she points over to Azure.
Hello.
Yeah, he seems like a very unique person.
Anyway, Milta, could you get me another drink? Cause I I, I need to drink away the embarrassment of everyone seeing my ass on fire. It's like, yep, coming up.
At least you are closed. Don't get me started on the other night.
Speaking of fire, uh, Milta's surprised as she's rubbing around her drink. She hears like the bell at the door go off, just like somebody else.
What? Ugh.
You guys see Cinder walk in, and most of you are like, "Oh, hi, Cinder." Azure, you only know about what Cinder did during the fall of Beacon, so let's just say you're.
I'm a little bit out of date. It's like I I'm tits. It's like you really know. He looks like he's about to spring.
And she's just like, "Oh, guys, explain the Cinder situation quick." Bianca's just like, Azure. She's fine. She's with us.
She burnt bacon to the ground.
Yeah, I know. Cinder's just like, yes, I know I did. I'm a shit stain, but I'm a shit stain who's trying to make things right now. Because quite honestly, fuck Salem. She's an asshole, and I'm glad I'm not under her thumb anymore. I don't expect anybody to quickly trust me. The fact that most of the people here were so willing to give me a chance is quite honestly a miracle I don't deserve. But look, be worried about me if you want. I won't take it personally. And then she'll head over to the sit next to Jack at the bar.
At this point, he does sit down now.
Ebony's just like, yeah, Azure, I know it's probably really hard to believe because you haven't been at Beacon with us, but she has changed. Like, I know that's probably a very hard pill to swallow, but she has.
To quote an old movie I saw long ago, this is heavy.
Yeah, trust me. I didn't have the easiest time trusting her either. In fact, I was probably one of the more skeptical people at Beacon.
All right. I'll take your word for it, but the moment something happens that she steps out of line, all bets are off.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So anyway, Ebony will just sit on the edge of the bench over here that Lilac's at and be like, "So if you don't mind, tell us a little about yourself, Azure, because I mean we're still here for a little while, so we got time to hear your story."
Not like I was mentioning before, my father was a boxer. My grandfather was a boxer. I come from a long. I just I came from. I They thought I was gonna be. They thought I was gonna be the next prize fighter. I just it. While I loved the sport, it just didn't feel like me.
Bianca's just like, being forced into doing something because of your family. Yeah, I'm sure Comgal and Lilac don't know what that feels like at all, do either of you?
Hmm.
And out of character, did I just make a reverse Rocky?
Shit, you did make a reverse Rocky. You started off well enough and then you got dirt poor.
Yeah, and
Oh
here I
my.
am about to hit.
You started at Rocky 5 and went backwards.
Yeah,
Well, well, I suppose considering I'm, yeah, to her comment, I was, my family is, family businessmen, lawyers, and that type of stuff. Matter of fact, my father was, one of the most reputable prosecutors in Remnant, especially in Mistral. But
sadly, sadly, a lot of the lawyers in this in Menagerie shark bodices.
hmm,
Ebony's just like, yep, yep.
yeah. Well, I just couldn't get into into the same way. I mean, our family's always been about upholding peace and upholding justice in some way. My mother was a police officer, police chief actually. She
Noble
has
profession.
she actually though she faked though because of a falling out with her and my dad, she ended up leaving by way of faking her death.
Ooh,
That clearly didn't mess with me any bit at all, no sir.
I bet.
Um, but she has been watching over me in the shadows the whole time it seems, which I'm still coming to terms with accepting. I thought she was gone for good, and then she just, it's pretty difficult to realize the last 6 years of your life were nothing like you thought they were. But hey, she's here, and her squad actually. While they have their own day jobs now, they're still pretty close.
You wake up, realize everything is not what you think it is. Gee, Congo, you don't know what that's like at all, do you?
uh,
Comgo, are you okay?
Yeah, he's just gonna keep to himself. It probably like uh, tapping his fingers on the uh, freaking table in front of him.
Mm.
Jack will walk over and sit on the stairs next to you guys. It's like, well, you know what? If we're sharing stories, I guess I might as well go next. Me and my teammates, well, most of my teammates, because one of them's missing right now, and the other one's actually teacher at Beacon now. Um, 10 years ago, all of us actually went to Beacon, but the thing is, that was before Beacon fell, and basically it was a program at Atlas Academy where we were put in cryostasis for about 9 years. So technically, I've only aged 1 year when really I should have aged another 9.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's Remnant's a pretty different place than what we used to know, and well, it took some time to adjust.
I bet.
But yeah, the as I mentioned, the big thing right now is one of our teammates. Her name's Evelyn. She's being held under the Festival Arena right now, but at the moment, there's no way we can get to her because it's heavily guarded. So most of the people here have been helping me figure out a plan of action to get in there because I'm just so worried about Carrots. I don't know how she is right now.
I wish I could. I if you need any help, I'll be there anytime for for that rescue. That kind of shit.
Ebony will
That
speak up
kind
and
of
be
shit does
like,
not fly with me.
Ebony will be like, yeah, and I mean, you'd probably doubly want to help. She's also a fawn if she's a rabbit.
Oh, that just means I want to punch Ripper God or even more.
Bianca's like, well, don't worry. From all accounts, there are plenty of punchable faces walking around Vital right now. Because apparently
Oh, you actually.
a lot of our enemies are just walking around in the open.
I look at her like, oh, you subscribe to Punchable Face Monthly?
uh, Ebony's just like, yeah, this is Millie. She does not like Adam Taurus, and that I am very aware that saying that is an understatement. Her family has had very, very, very not good dealings with Taurus.
Considering he set Faunish rights back decades because of his stuff. Oh, you have no clue how much I want to get a hold of that bull's head.
Dagmar just yells from the bar. It's just like, decades? Wow, you're being generous.
I would have said millennia, but I thought that was a little too much.
Peyton's just like, for my money, centuries works just fine. Cinder from the bar, who's, she's starting to get pretty buzzed, just like, the moral is fuck Adam Taurus, and just throws up a middle finger.
Here, I never thought I'd actually hear it, but I actually say this, but here.
I'll be a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
Yep, no problem.
Other character. So, what do you think of my character so far?
He's wonderful. He'll fit right in with the crew. What a guy. Smoke him a kippa. He'll be back in time for breakfast. Damn it, why have I not been making Ace Rimmer jokes with Jack yet?
I've tried not to slip into my inner Mick Dundee.
We've been over this. Joke's supposed to be British, but I can't do Brit bong accents. God damn it, Millie.
Are we taking a break right now, or?
Actually, now that you say that,